Hey, adventurers! So this week's theme is putting up a thoughts and places video. And while my thoughts are scrambled right now, I'm still gonna do my best. So I've been living a bum's life for around a month now. And needless to say, I have enjoyed it a lot. However, I can't discredit the fact that sometimes I do still miss school. Not really exactly because of the 6 years worth of academic stuff that I had to do, but mostly because I like the environment and I like the people that I was with. Sometimes, even if I had to eat lunch alone or do stuff by myself, I still found some value in that. And I've always thought, did I like my school? Did I not like my school? Physically speaking, it was very, very cramped and there wasn't really a lot of places to hang out in. The only hangout places were study halls, and when those got full, you pretty much had to fend for yourself. And I didn't necessarily like the rules that when you hang out somewhere, you can't sleep there. I just never liked the thought that I just really want to sleep and then someone might wake me up to tell me that I've committed a minor offense of sorts. I don't really necessarily understand why they have that rule anyway. Besides, if you have schedules that have really long breaks in it and sometimes you can't really control your schedules, you gotta have some sleep, you know? I always find myself struggling to stay awake. But I'm just gonna stop right there because I don't know if this is really going anywhere. Going to university meant something to me. I can't really contextualize right now what it is exactly, but more than the lessons that my professors had to teach me, what I learned in college was more about myself. All throughout my college life, I struggled to make friends. Not because I'm not friendly, and not because the people immediately around you are unfriendly, but I guess it's not like in high school where you spend so much time with each other that you basically just grow on each other. The differences in courses and the differences in your schedules and your interests and just the sheer number of people in the university made it very difficult for me to have a steady group of friends. I learned for the very first time to make decisions for myself, and this came in the form of dropping classes. I remember the very first time that my friends brought up the idea of dropping a class, and it freaked me out. I also learned literally how to manage my time, not just in picking classes and just boldly going for the classes that no one else would like to take. And I didn't like the thought of going to classes by myself where I didn't know anyone, but eventually I had to do it. And that's taught me a lot about how to challenge myself. It kind of forced me to make friends with people I've never thought that I'd be friends with. In some classes I was forced to take on the role of the leader, which is not really something I do willingly, but it has challenged me in a way. In a good way. A lot of the times I remember having to struggle with laziness, just the thought of not wanting to be there, but I realize now that it was just the classes talking. There were a lot of classes that I didn't necessarily enjoy that I had to really struggle to keep up with, and by keep up I mean stay awake. Within the last 5 years, I've really grown as a person, and I've really grown as someone who's turned out to be independent. Within college also, I kind of thought a lot about friendships, and I've also had a lot of debates within myself about how to decipher or how to figure out if this person was really a friend or just someone that I will spend time with in college and then never see again. Sometimes it's disappointed me how my friendships turn out so great in the beginning and then just kind of disappear. In the last 5 years also, I spent a lot of time with my best friend. And in fact, I learned a lot more about her in college than I ever did back in high school or in grade school. Within the course of the last 5 years, we've grown to be very honest with each other. And we've not just kept each other sane, but we've kind of had to motivate each other because we were down a lot. But I'm glad you were there, Micah. So yeah, now that I'm graduating exactly a month, I'm not really sure what to think about college anymore. I mean, it was a great experience. I don't know if it's something I'd go through again, but I still learned a lot. They might not necessarily all be really fun memories, but I believe that there were more lessons I could take away from college and university. Somehow I'll miss the very cramped campus and all of the Roman-like architecture of our school and really hot outdoors. I won't miss the floods or the smog outside of our school, and I definitely won't miss the very cramped trains that I had to go through. But all of those things, absolutely all of those things, taught me to be a stronger person and a wiser person. I grew up a lot in college. There's an update on stuff that I've been doing. Yesterday I went to the American Embassy and I was in America for about an hour. And then after which we went to this book fair. Needless to say, it was a lot of books. A lot. I thought that we'd probably find some discounted books there, but we didn't. I wanted to buy something like art related. That's just not gonna happen. It's way too expensive. But the book fair was something that we stumbled upon accidentally, so that wasn't expected. So that is it. Laura, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Adventure on.